Is the Seth Justice Show. Welcome in at Justice_radio, at Seth Justice Show on X, the Seth Justice Show on YouTube and Spotify for all the updates and to listen and all that fun stuff. All right, we're going to go past that because I missed last week because of, well, I want to say Easter. I want to say that. But it's more it's more laziness, so I apologize for that. I was like, it's a holiday weekend. Let's not, overly, do it and just chill and relax. And so that's what I did. So, yeah, if there's anything to blame, it's my own laziness and my own self. So, but I will say Easter had a little bit to do with it. Very tiny little bit. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about, and I want to start off with the scams of scammers, and just the weirdness of Billy MacFarland and Fyre Fest. So a couple weeks ago, Fyre Fest got postponed. They said, you know what, we're not doing it, and we don't know when we're going to do it, and, it's all because of blah, 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 blah reason and blah, 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 scam, talk, and all that other BS that, Billy MacFarland and the people of Fyre Fest do from time to time. Mainly Billy MacFarland. I mean, he did go to prison because he defrauded a bunch of people. So, yeah. But now this week, Billy is saying he is selling Fyre Fest. And let's be real here. Fyre Fest is a dumpster fire. That's what it should be called. It should be called dumpster fire because of all the nonsense that IP, intellectual property has, brought about in the past, since its inception. I mean, so many documentaries and so many other different odds and ends with Billy MacFarland, and you're just like, what the hell are you even thinking? What are you even doing? You're just trying to be like, who's a Ponzi scheme dude? Bernie Madoff or something like that. Except you're trying to do it on a festival scene and then give people bologna sandwiches and run out of water on an island, which is surrounded by water. But either way, now he's trying to sell Fyre Fest. And I got to be honest, I don't know who would want to buy Fyre Fest. I mean, the thing about the intellectual property of that, the first one ended up him being in jail. The second one didn't even happen. It might as well just be a name, and people are being like, oh, we're going to use the name and be funny and do parodies of it. I mean, because the fact of the matter is, it'd be one thing if it was like Coachella selling or Bonnaroo or Burning Man or Sonic Temple in Columbus, Ohio, where I'm from, and I absolutely had the time of my life there, even though I was complaining a lot about my feet hurting and all that junk. But either way, it'd be one thing if it was those festivals. But we're not talking about those festivals. We're talking about Fyre Fest. And it's just a dumpster fire of garbage that, people, again, went to jail for. And just, it's terrible. Like, nobody would want to buy that IP. The only reason why they're going to do it is to, have it on the big TMZ board or whatever else is going on, or just to have it in, the tabloids like TMZ, and that's what they would buy it for. They wouldn't buy it to, bring it back to its former glory because it's never had any former glory. It's just a bunch of dum-dums who tried to scam people, and we've talking endlessly on this, but there is no way, shape, or form that Billy MacFarland is this delusional about Fyre Fest and the fact that he's like, oh, it's the best festival around. It's the best festival around. No, it's not. You're delulu, homie. Like, the fact that you think that all you touch is gold just shows you have a God complex. And just shows that you're a moron, because each and every single time you've tried to do something like this, it's burned to the ground right before it even starts. Right before it even starts. And we should have known this was the case, and I'm pretty sure we all did know that this was the case, when the only artist that was put on the card was Antonio Brown. Two people made for each other. Let me tell you that right now. I'm sure everyone in Albany has their opinions, Albany, New York, that is, on Antonio Brown, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people do too. But either way, Billy MacFarland cannot be this delusional to think that Fyre Fest is going to be worth anything over $1. Anything over $1. Because it is just ridiculous how stupid these two ideas of a festival have been. Like the first one and the second one. Yeah, like you can't even comprehend the fact that this guy has tried this now twice, failed miserably both times. Miserably. And I wouldn't be surprised if, somebody tries to, see if he actually did something shady this time. Again. Like with the sponsors and everything like that, and saying, oh, we're going to do this, oh, we're going to do that. At the very least, somebody's going to sue. And honestly, it might be the Mexican government because of what he said about, them stealing his money and, stealing X, Y, and Z reason. And it's just like, ugh. You can't blame it on everybody else when your problems are your problems. You can't do that. I mean, just the fact that you are a moron and think that you have a God complex and that you and everything you touch will turn to gold. It's not like that, homie. Not like that at all. And it's just hilarious to me that somebody who has a proven track record of being a scumbag then comes about and says, oh, I'm going to try and do this again, and people are going to trust that I'm doing this for the right reasons. And it's like, no! People aren't that dumb. Like, I think in life, we try and be, more than what we are, and that's perfectly fine. You can absolutely do that. But if you're a scumbag and trying to take advantage of people and, do all that other stuff, that's bad. I think we can all agree on that. And I think we can all think of many more reasons why getting ahead is good. Doing it in a crappy way, it ain't. It ain't good. And I mean, there's a lot of people that have cut corners. There's a lot of people that have done X, Y, and Z. And I'm not naive. Let's be real here. I'm not naive. Like, if you see an opportunity, you should go out and get it. You should. But if you're a Billy MacFarland and you have tried this thing twice and you thought this next time was going to be like, oh my goodness, people are going to trust me because I went to jail. I'm a convict, yes, and it's bad, but, people are going to trust me again because I'm going to put on the best festival ever. And then you do this. And you wonder why people don't trust you. And you wonder why when bad things happen to somebody who is, a proven scammer, this is kind of the results that we want. This is like a storybook result of where you're just like, oh, okay, this isn't bad. Okay, just desserts right there. But and everybody deserves to make a living. Maybe for Billy MacFarland, doing this maybe just shows that you shouldn't. Maybe go to Wall Street, scam some, old people out of their, pensions or something like that, and then go back to jail. Do something like that, Billy. Yeah. Because we don't want to see you anymore because you're just, I don't know. He has annoyed me so much over the past, ever since Fyre Fest 1 happened. He's just annoyed me. There's just something about him. And we all get this sometimes where we see somebody and we're just like, oh, that rat bastard. I don't want to, look at that guy, let alone, talk to them. Or I don't want to even look at that person. There's just something about their aura. There's something about their vibe that is just not, it doesn't sit right with you until you're proven otherwise or proven correct. And Billy MacFarland always made me feel that way. And I am just like, no. I don't trust you, dude. I don't trust you at all. So, honestly, for me, I'm kind of, he. Billy MacFarland, ha. I don't want to gloat or anything. Kind of do. Yeah, right. Anyway, so that's my rant on Billy MacFarland and Fyre Fest. It's just it irks me. And it irks me to no end when people take advantage of others. And because, for example, people want to have a good time. People want to go out and enjoy life. And especially in this climate where, our money is, just on fire, As soon as we get it, on fire, gone. It's tough. And we want to have fun. We want to go out to bars. We want to go to festivals. We want to have fun. We want to dance. We want to drink. If we smoke, we smoke. But we just want to have a good time. That's what life is. And unfortunately, some people have a negative view on that. And some people think, oh, well, it's terrible. Life sucks. You have to get up, go to work, do this, do that, and then go to sleep and it's over and done. And yeah, sometimes it can be like that. But that's why we have to find ways to make ourselves happy. And usually it's going out, having a good time, being around friends, having conversations, laughing, crying, all that stuff. And when it's tough out here, it's tough. And people are just like, oh my goodness, this sucks. And then people get so depressed. People get so angry. I'm just like, yeah, I get it. I get it. But there is a point to not letting it, totally engorge yourself in the depression and in the sadness and the anger and the rage. Like from Star Wars, the Jedi. I don't know why I've been on the Star Wars kick recently, but I have. But, they essentially said consumed by hate and it'll corrupt you and then you'll just be in that. And all you'll do is be angry. You'll hate. You'll be not the person that you could be. So, honestly, letting things go, being able to say, you know what, that happened. It is what it is. I'm going to move on because that is best for me and my happiness. And I know maybe money's tight right now. Maybe the money situation isn't great. But I will work and work and work. And then I will play and play and play and be the person that I want to be. I'm not going to let things dictate me because you can go to a bar and just get a glass of water and have fun and then boom, it's not the most fun, let's be honest. Or you can have people come over to your place and just hang out, whether that's playing video games, whether that's, going for a walk, just doing something outside of just stewing and watching TV, which is something I do. I just stew and watch TV. And I'm not perfect. I'm not. But sometimes when I get really down, all I do is crawl in my bed, watch TV, and just escape. And it may not be the healthiest thing to do, but it's one of those things that, I do. And sometimes it leaves me worse for wear. And then I'm just like, golly, I got to do something. And so I will say I've been going to the gym a lot more. That's helped me a lot. And doing this podcast has helped me a lot. And just processing things and doing things and everything like that. And for the gym, not that anybody cares, but 18 pounds in, I think, a month and a half, which probably isn't the healthiest thing, but, when you get up and move and stop drinking pop or soda for some people, then, it leads to, and healthy eating. I've been eating so healthy. Like rice and chicken or rice and shrimp almost every night and salad. And it's something. But I feel so good. I will say it feels so good to get up and do something. It feels so good to try new things and, be the person that I want to be. And Joe Rogan, I know I've said this before, but Joe Rogan has this quote. He says, be the hero of your own story. Like if you're writing a novel, whatever that hero would do it. And I know I've said that way too much. It is such an impactful quote for me, though. And I heard it at a time that I needed to hear it. So hopefully, it gives you some comfort. Or it doesn't. I don't really know. I'm just talking out of my ass. So, let's move on, shall we? Celebrities right now, and that is a terrible transition. I know. Terrible. Oh. You think being in radio for almost 7 years now, I'd be, better at transitions, but I can't even say goodbye. Whenever I leave somebody, like say for example, my boss here at the radio station, I go in and it's like, hey, how you doing? Is there anything I can do for you? And then da 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 da, and then we're done, and I'm just standing there like, yep, okay, and then just leave. Like I am so terrible at transitioning out of a thought. It's so stupid. Like I don't know what happened. I don't know. But either way, celebrities are wild, man. I'm wild. I'm stupid. But sometimes it makes me feel better, talking about celebrities because it's just like, what are you doing? Like the whole Blake Lively and the Times 100 most influential list. Like Time, you realize the kind of year that Blake Lively had. You realize that, right? Lawsuits, people coming out saying she's a terrible person, and people saying that, well, I don't want to say she's not a friend, but, which always means that she's not a friend. And it's just like, just say what you mean. Stand on business. And then also with the donut thing where it's just like she didn't wear a hairnet and got the donut place shut down. Or at least, not shut down, but they're like, hey, you can't be doing that, and gave him a warning or something like that. It's just like, you give this person who, like Billy MacFarland, everything she touches turns to caca. Like, it's all bad. And you want to give this person Times 100 most influential person. Like, she's not number one, which thank goodness. If she was, terrible. But the fact that she's even on the list is just like, what are you doing? And I'm sure there's regret. I'm sure it's almost like that time when you were dating that one person in your life and you're just like, oh, why did I do that? What was I thinking? Like, they were so bad for me. It's almost like Taylor Swift and Matt Healy. Like, you bet Taylor Swift looking back now with Travis Kelce, of course. But looking back now, it's just like Matt Healy. Oh, that is a terrible decision. Terrible. And it's just like, wow. I don't know. It always made me laugh. And then they had a gala at I don't know where. It's just some place. But Ryan Reynolds was there. And I gotta admit, he's starting to look a little bit older now. Like before he was like, looking perfectly fine like he did in his 20s and 30s and stuff like that. But now he's starting to get a little older. And you're just like, maybe some stress of life is finally catching up. But either way, I love Ryan Reynolds. Blake Lively right now. Jury's still out. Actually, the jury hasn't even gone in yet, so that's always fun. But, yeah, I don't know. And then Justin Bieber. I mean, the dude, there is something going on with him. And I don't know what it is. And it actually has me kind of concerned. Because he's right now living a life very reminiscent of the stereotypical child star or, young pop star who gets massive and then all of a sudden, ruins their life. Kind of like, oh, baby. And I don't want to even say she ruined her life because she still has, crap ton of money. But when it comes to Justin Bieber, something isn't going on right in the head. And I don't know. It's strange. Because, I never liked Justin's music. I mean, I could appreciate it and tolerate it and all that, but it was never my cup of tea. But his vibe and his just like double bird in the air, like I'm gonna do me, and he was almost living a normal person's life while also being like dumb rich. But over the past month, we'll say, even more than a month, because it started with the stories about him and Haley breaking up after the birth of their son and having a lot of struggles and not being happy, and then Selena and getting engaged to Benny Blanco, and there was just so much going on. And then fast forward to now where he's out partying with Sexy Red, giving her a peck on the cheek, yelling at paparazzi and saying that if the paparazzi, they're not going to like bully me out of LA. I am, my influence is needed here in LA. And it's just like something is fishy. Like something fishy is going on. It's not necessarily right. It's not, I don't know. It's just strange. And, before I would make fun of it and be like, oh, look, somebody's going, woo. But now it's just like something just isn't right. And I don't know. It is a strange thing that now, like, I have empathy for it and sympathy for it, where it's just like, I feel bad that right now something is going on in Justin's life that isn't quite clicking. Because you can obviously tell there's something not quite clicking. And I don't know why I feel that. Maybe I'm totally missing it, and because I don't know Justin. I don't know. I'm just like, inferring or guessing that something is amiss when it's not. But I don't know, like, because I can think back to me when I was partying a lot and doing the wrong thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm still doing some of that to some extent. But when I was really deep into it, like, there was a lot of negativity in my head. And I don't know if it's because, I think I'm greater than thou and I can spot it. I don't know. I don't think I am, and I don't assume to be. But something in my head is just screaming at me saying, this dude is in trouble. This dude is not right now. And I don't know what that is. I honestly don't. And I turned this on a me thing, and now I'll probably sound narcissistic as hell, but I don't know. It's just something isn't sitting right with me when it comes to that. And usually it doesn't sit right with me when somebody is dealing with some mental health stuff, because I know how that is. Like, and not everybody's story is the same. There are reasons and, outside influences as to why we feel depressed and sad. And as I said earlier, we got to move past that, say it is what it is, and then da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But I think whenever I see somebody who is struggling, all I want to do is try and help and have a conversation, talk things out, see if anything I can do or say will help the situations. And most times, it doesn't work. Most times it doesn't. Sometimes it does. Other times doesn't. And that's okay, but I want to try and help. And especially when I see that. And so, Justin, whatever's going on, I hope that you're getting what you need. Because, the mental health game, it's very important now. And I know, like, we all know that Justin went through a scary thing where his face, got paralyzed for a little bit. And then now I guess it's back or something like that. And Lil Nas X is going through that right now, which is weird. That's strange. Wait, so Justin Bieber and Lil Nas X both have that going on, or had that going on. Well, Lil Nas X now. Huh. I mean, it might be a coincidence. Now I guess we're going to conspiracy corner. But it might not. I don't know. That's strange. Like, I didn't realize that when the Lil Nas X stuff came out, where it was like, oh yeah, his face is paralyzed, and or one side of his face is paralyzed, and something is, wrong, and we don't know what. That's the second celebrity that's happened to. There's a third. Something's definitely going on. Something is definitely going on, and I don't know what it may be, but it's just strange, man. Like, I don't know. Like, it can't be a coincidence I mean, if it's a third time. Can't be a coincidence. So, yeah. That is so strange. Didn't even think about that. Huh. Well, anyway, that's all I got. So be happy, live happy, or at least try to. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. From here on, moving out, we're going to live our best life and try and, be like Mike the Situation and eat all the funfetti cake, which with my diet I can't really. But either way, get all the updates on the Seth Justice Show at Justice_radio on Instagram, at Seth Justice Show on X, the Seth Justice Show on YouTube and Spotify, even though you're listening on one of those two right now. So, yeah, either way, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for, being here. Really do appreciate it. And, yeah, all right. See, I can't say goodbye. I can't. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a witty thing to say, and I'm just like, all right, we're done now.